Hello everyone, welcome to the review. It is 10:55 p.m. I want to go ahead and state before I get into the details of what I thought about Heretic, I apologize ahead of time for not having my reviews uploaded in a consistent manner once again. A couple weeks ago I was involved in a very nasty vehicular accident, completely totaling my Kia Forte. Physically I am okay, and emotionally at the time it was quite nerve-wracking obviously, and the other people involved are okay too. I have a brand new car. It's very reliable and it allows me to go to and from work, and I'll be able to watch films in a consistent manner and have my reviews. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into details of what I thought about Heretic. As per usual, be spoiler free. If you like the content of my channel, hit the subscribe button below and spread the word to your friends and family, and provide a like or a comment at the end of the video. Heretic is a very interesting cerebral horror film that stars Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East. The story has these two Mormons, Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton, uh, doing missionary work, attempting to convert others to their religion, Mormonism. And they happen upon this secluded home that is inhabited by this Englishman who is very charming, sophisticated, intelligent, eloquent, very proper, portrayed by Hugh Grant. And having said that, slowly but gradually, along with the viewers, they begin to realize that there is something sinister about this individual who has the ability to turn on the charm, and yet at the same time, they are noticing certain things about him that is just cueing their suspicions, to say the least. And when they begin to find out that there is more than meets the eye, they have to navigate through this dilapidated house that appears quite beautiful on the outside, but on the inside is far more sinister and chilling than what they initially believed. Hugh Grant's performance is absolutely astoundingly haunting. What I appreciated about his performance is the fact that he has this ability to quickly turn on the charm and give you this true sense of he's just an individual that you could literally sit down and have an intelligent discussion with, but at the same time, you know for a fact that there is something in the back of his mind is far more chilling than what you actually anticipate. And you could tell he was having the time of his life portraying this role, because he just has this unique ability of being able to portray such a villainous role while having this charming and intelligent and sophisticated nature about him, that it just still manages to catch you off guard, because there are people like him in this world. And you have the performances of Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East. What I found appreciative about the inclusion of their performance is how, as someone who has interacted with Mormons on a personal basis, their attire is very similar, and the way they interact with one another is quite similar too. And I always appreciate the fact that they have a true sense of humbleness about them, and they're very cordial and open to discussion. And that was a very wholesome representation of how Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East's performance really resonated with me on that perspective, because they truly gave you this essence of what it means, or how they are very authentic with their portrayal as two missionary girls who happen to be Mormons. And I love also how they gradually begin to find their resolve in stepping outside their comfort zone, and knowing that they are going to have to behave in a manner that is unlike what they're capable of. And their performance is by far amazing too. The fact that Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East, their performances have to carry the film, and it does. And there's a lot of layers as far as the dialogue and the intense atmosphere, where from the audience perspective, you are in this home with them. You are trapped in there with them. And the fact that it's so cold and claustrophobic and isolated, you can't help but believe that what would you do if you were locked in a situation with this twisted, diabolical genius, if you will, who is attempted to test your resolve, knowing full well that the only way that you could get out of this is to find a way out in a different manner that involves some type of violence or your own end. And that was truly a remarkable experience for me. The dialogue was massive, was intellectually well written, very precise, witty, and just very to the point of making you think outside the box when it comes to understanding the concept of various different religions. And I have to say, this film really did make me think. And I've always loved films television series, video games, novels that have this ability of making you think outside the box and ask questions. And this film has you asking a lot of questions and it does make you think. I'm going to go ahead and state that it's probably going to take multiple viewings for you to fully comprehend what's happening, and it does leave open. It does have an open ending. It's very ambiguous as to whether or not the events of the film really. It does make you wonder. Did this really happen or did it not happen? And I have to say, it was just a wonderful experience for me on a personal basis. This film really has this essence of making you feel just frightened by Hugh Grant's performance. But at the same time, you're like, man, I could really sit down and have a conversation with this type of individual, as twisted as that might sound. But overall, I really did enjoy Heretic. I found it very intelligent, terrifying, and quite humorous, and very cathartic humor in certain spots of the film. It's very well paced. You don't necessarily find yourself being bored with the dialogue nor with the story at hand. It's just a wonderful type of cinema that I do believe has been lacking within 2024, because 2024 from a cinematic perspective has been kind of lacking when it comes to the feature presentations. But this film really has it all, with the creepy imagery, the intelligent dialogue, the wonderful performances, and the atmosphere that just feels that this embraces you into the aspect of feeling absolutely overwhelmed. So I have to say, with Heretic, I give it 2 thumbs up, a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it if you have watched it. And please, if you're interested, hit the Discord link and you can join the chat with me and others when it comes to films, video games, and comic books. And that is my review of Heretic. And take care and peace out.